Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestle Talk. Today's Wrestle Talk is WWE NXT Takeover Wrestle Talk, where I'll be talking about NXT's wrestlers Bayley, Asuka, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Sami Zayn. First, we're going to start out with the NXT Women's Champion Bayley. We're going to start out with her personal life. Bayley's personal life. She cites Randy Savage, The Rock, the Hardy Boys, Lita, Eddie Guerrero, Ivory, Victoria, Bret Hart, and Triple H as her influences in wrestling. She is currently dating fellow wrestler Aaron Slow, who completes on the independent circuit. Moving on, we will talk about her finishers now. Bayley to belly suplex or hugplex, which is a belly-to-belly suplex, sometimes from the second rope, or a scissored armbar. She also used the Bayley Corona as of late as more so of a finishing move, which is a super Frankenstein or sometimes inverted, which honestly I think that is a really, really great move. If you guys don't know who Bayley is, look her up. She's actually one of my favorite NXT wrestlers, and she's the current NXT Women's Champion. That's the only really belt that she actually held so far. We're going to go back up here and actually read her name in that now. Her real name is Pamela Rose Martinez. She was born on June 15th, 1989, and she's currently signed to WWE. She resides in Orlando, Florida, but she was born in Newark, California. Her other ring names besides Bayley are Divora Rose and Luchadora, and she's 5'6". Her weight is 119 pounds, and she's billed from San Jose, California, or Newark, California. She was trained by Jason Styles, and she debuted in April of 2008. That's pretty much it for Bayley. We're going to move on to Asuka, one of the newer NXT women. Asuka, or more commonly known as Kakano Yurina. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. She's a Japanese professional wrestler born on September 26, 1981. She was born in Osaka, Japan. She has a website underneath Kakana. Sorry about that. Her other ring names are Asuka, Kana Haim, Raymond Woman, Skull Reaper Kana, and Tomo Gozen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing them right. Her build height is 5'3". She is 137 pounds, from Osaka, Japan, and she debuted in June 16th, 2004. She's one of my favorite, honestly, on NXT. She's probably, if not my favorite, the favorite of NXT. We're going to move on to her personal life. She graduated from the Osaka University of Arts Junior College. She was written for Xbox Magazine and designed graphics for Nintendo DS and various mobile applications. Her current finisher is the Asuka Lock, which is the crossface chicken wing, which with body scissors, similar to that of Bob Backlund. As she was Kana, she used moves like the Kana Lock, which was pretty much the same thing as the Asuka Lock, but it was a little bit different. Her signatures as Kana were various kicks, multiple hip attack variations, diving splash, spinning back fist, STF. Her entrances, nicknames, and stuff like that are all listed here. I'm not going to really read them, but you guys can read them to yourself if you would like. She had a few titles outside of WWE right now. She has not held any WWE titles, including NXT championships. She just started on NXT recently, so and down the line I see her holding the NXT Women's Championship at least. Anyways, I think we're going to move on to our NXT champion, Finn Balor, or Prince Devitt, or more commonly known as Fergal Devitt, is an Irish professional wrestler born on July 25th, 1981. Born in Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland. Resides in Orlando, Florida, though. His other ring names were Fergal Devitt, Prodigious Kid II, Prince Devitt, Fergal Devitt, Finn Balor, and CTU Ranger Red II. Build height 5'11", 190 pounds. Build from Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland. Trained by John Ryan, New Japan Dojo, Andre Baker, Johnny Moss, and NWA UK Hammerlock. Debuted in 2000. We are going to go to his personal life. He played football and good G-League football when he was younger before deciding to become a professional wrestler. He holds a first-degree black belt in IBF submission wrestling. Growing up, Devitt was a fan of World of Sports as well as British Bulldogs, Shawn Michaels, Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, Coco Beware, and Savio Vega. Devitt is good friends with fellow wrestler Drew Onyx. Devitt is an avid collector of Legos and comic book reader and has included comic books characters as his gimmicks and most commonly as face and body paint. Devitt is a supporter of the English Premier League team. His finishers are coup de grace, which is the double foot stomp, as Prince Devitt, Bloody Sunday, Devitt's End, Prince's Throne, Reverse Bloody Sunday, and Shinga Prince's Throne. And some of his signature moves as Finn Balor are the Pele Kick and Sling Blade. I'm not going to read them all. Prince Devitt, some of his are Brainbuster and Overhead Kick. His nicknames are Irish Young Gun, Irish Caper, Real Rock and Roller, Real Shooter, and The Demon. He had multiple entrance themes. He had multiple titles throughout New Japan Pro Wrestling, and so far he's only had the NXT Championship in WWE, but he also holds the Tag Team Classic, Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic with Samoa Joe. Also, I wanted to state that he also helped train fellow wrestler Becky Lynch. And he was also a former member of the Bullet Club. Moving on, we are going to be talking about Samoa Joe, which is another one of my favorites, along with Finn Balor, more commonly known as Joe Sanoa. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that. I apologize. So I'm just going to call him Samoa Joe throughout the whole entire thing. March 17th, 1979 is his birth date. He was known for multiple wrestling companies, though, more than just WWE. He was born in Orange County, California, and that's where he also resides now. His only other ring name was King Joe. He's 6'2", 289 pounds. He's built from the Isle of Samoa or Huntington Beach, California. Trained by Cincinnati Red and Johnny Hempt, and he debuted in 1999. We are going to go to personal life. He was married on July 27, 2007. He is close friends with CM Punk, Homicide, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and RVD. He also appeared on RVD's TV numerous times. He did average Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo classes. His finishers are the CCS Enziguri, the Chimera Plex, the Coquina Clutch, the Island Driver, and the Muscle Buster. I like the Muscle Buster, even though it could, in a sense, be a little bit dangerous due to what happened to Tyson Kidd. His signature moves are, there's a lot of them, so I'm not really going to read them. I'm just going to read some of them. Multiple suplex variations and ST Joe, which is a side slam. Also, I like when someone's running into the corner of the ring, and Joe's like in the corner, and he'll do like I think it's an STO. I think it's really neat. He's a former tag team with Magnus, aka Nick Adis. He managed wrestlers like Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, Jimmy Cornette, Jimmy Hart, Kevin Nash, and Taz, among others. His nicknames are the Nation of Violence, the Samoan Submission Machine, and the Suplex Machine. He had multiple themes, so I'm not really going to get into that. Again, multiple championships throughout pretty much every wrestling company there is, like Ring of Honor, TNA. He had multiple championships and other variations of titles. He also shares the tag team classic with Finn Balor. That's the only thing he has in WWE so far. That's pretty much going to end it out for Samoa Joe. We're going to move on to our last and final wrestler for this week is Sami Zayn, one of my personal favorites. I liked him ever since I started watching NXT. He was born on July 12th, 1984. He's a Canadian-born professional wrestler. He was born in High Valley, Quebec, Canada, and he resides in Montreal. His other ring names are Ramy, Sabi, El Generico, Big Larry, and Stevie McFly. And by the way, his real name is Ramy Sabini. His build height is 6'1", 205 pounds. Built from Tijuana, Mexico, or Montreal. He was trained by Patty the Kid, Jerry Tube, Savio Vega, and he was debuted in 2002. Personal life. He is a fan of punk rock and ice hockey, supporting bands such as Raced Against Me, The Bouncing Souls, Street Dogs, Dropkick Murphys, and Operation Ivy, and teams like the Montreal Canadiens. His finishers are the Haluva Kick, the running STO followed by a Kojo Clutch, and wrist lock transitioned into a springboard Tornado DDT. And now El Generico, a Brainbuster, or Spike Pile Drive, Spike Bust Brainbuster. His signature moves. I'm not gonna name them all, but I know one of my favorite is the drop kick, and sometimes from a flapjack counter, and a Blue Thunder Bomb, and it's a lot of my family members like that move too. He had multiple entrance themes. Again, I'm not really going to name them. Nicknames: the Genetic Luchador and the Pride of Tijuana, Mexico. Championship-wise, he did have a lot outside of WWE, including the likes of Ring of Honor. He is also a Slammy of the Award winner for NXT Superstar of the Year in 2004. And he also holds Feud of the Year with Kevin Steen, aka Kevin Owens. In NXT, he's a former NXT champion, which is really interesting. And I think that's going to end this Wrestle Talk out. With that all said, next Wrestle Talk, I'll be talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. So I did get some information. I'm pushing more towards the Diva Revolution one, where I will be talking about Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Paige, and Sasha Banks. But that's not in key yet. But thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more Wrestle Talk, and you won't regret it. Peace.